Louisiana Beer Reviews, Schlitz V.S.L Revisited. Now, this is the Gold Bull. This is the new label. I was in western Louisiana right on I-10. I stopped to get some gas. No, I stopped to use the bathroom, and I saw it on the shelf in the cooler. It was $148, something like that. $145, $175, whatever, for this 24-ounce can. I had it in the freezer because you want to get these really cold, these high-gravity lagers. Came out in 2005. The best by date is December 25th, Christmas Day, 2017. So it's pretty fresh if it's got, 4 more months on it. They used to call it Schlitz V.S.L. They changed it to Schlitz High Gravity. Although on the website we're just looking at, they're still calling it V.S.L. Very Smooth Lager. It's charcoal filtered. That may not mean anything, but it is charcoal filtered. I'm going to start pouring it. These things tend to spill, these big cans. You notice they tend to spill. It's a very strong lager. Didn't they say something else on the website about it?
Take a taste of the Gold Bull.
This lady. Mystery lady. It's just a lager, okay? It's not a Pilsner. It's a high gravity lager. It's made at 8.5% alcohol. It's from what brewery? It'll say at the bottom of the can, brewery number 4, which is what is that? I believe I think it's Fort Worth, Texas. Wow, this has a lot of biscuit in it. Cracker or something. Now, Schlitz is owned by Pabst Brewing Company, okay? They bought Schlitz out 18 years ago, and all their beer is brewed by Miller. Pretty much all their beer.
Like some slight petroleum smell on it.
Petroleum?
Yeah, like that grease that you'd pack your barons with and stick back on your car. And you get that residue on your hands, doesn't go away right away.
Like packing grease.
Yeah, it's
I don't know if that's
on the front note. Just smelling it.
It's not really a good... I'm not picking up petroleum, I'm picking up sweet biscuit. Bread, like bread crust.
Bread.
Like white bread,
White
bunny
bread.
bread.
I'm picking up white bread.
Maybe not bunny
Yeah.
bread, maybe sunbeam. But I'm not picking up any packing grease, I'm sorry.
I'm still picking it up.
But I rinse my glass. Okay,
I'm
well,
not for sure what that means.
what? Y'all had a little residue from that 12% IPA in yours. Not much, though. But anyway, this should
I need
overpower...
packing grease from that one.
No.
It's rather good, actually.
Ready to try the taste?
I did. It's good.
This is not sold in New Orleans, our area. We only get Schlitz malt liquor, and we barely get that.
Well, if they'd sold us in New Orleans, they'd sell a lot of it because it's really good.
We get the regular Schlitz.
For a regular,
Macro beer, mass-produced beer.
it's pretty good.
Smells good, goes, it's real smooth, goes
I have
all
to
the way
finish
in.
this and see on the second go around if I'm still getting that packing grease. You could be right. It could be a little residue left over from.
Yeah, but I have the same in my glass. I'm not.
It's not super heavy bodied, though. With the high alcohol, you think it would be like heavy and chewy and gross.
It's
You know?
real smooth.
That's what their tagline, can I have their tagline is Very Smooth Lager, V.S.L. How do you think, now this is not a fair comparison because it's so much more powerful, but cite a regular beer we get around here, say like a Budweiser, how do you think it compares to like a Budweiser?
This is much better than Budweiser.
Way better.
Much
Think?
better.
Oh, absolutely.
It goes down like a clean, light beer. But yeah, the alcohol in this sneak up on you.
Yeah, what's that? Yeah, what is it?
8.5.
It doesn't taste like an 8 now.
No, it's hidden.
It's
And
not boozy.
No,
It's
not at all.
probably from that charcoal filter.
They use charcoal filtering, which might take out some of the,
Bitterness.
yeah, like the hardness or
Right.
something. I don't
Yeah.
understand how that works. But I've seen a charcoal filter at Jack Daniels, and it's like they put it into little pebbles, like granules of charcoal, and they pack it together as tight as they can. So it's like a dense brick of charcoal, and then they start dripping the stuff through there. Then it goes through there and it comes out the bottom, but that charcoal takes all the impurities out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's a crisp finish, but if you drank a whole can of that, I would beg you not to drive a car.
This is good.
It's really good.
This is good. It's clean. It's refreshing. It goes straight down. It's one of the best macros I've ever tasted. It's got no funky aftertaste or anything.
Yeah, and you don't really pick up any of the corn or rice, any of those
No.
adjuncts. You just pick up like bread, like you were saying, bread. That
Yeah.
sunbeam bread. I always did say Schlitz V.S.L was like a hidden gem. I wish I'd have bought a few. I should have bought like, for that price, $1.50 or $65. I should have bought like a whole 6-pack, huh?
No, you can always go back and get more.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Lake Charles. But if I passed through there, I could buy. I mean, I should have bought more than one sample. Huh?
I
Might be
sent
a
my friend out
Lafayette.
that way. She lives in Lafayette.
Might be a Lafayette.
I can
You do get
ask
the
her.
regular Schlitz malt liquor. So if you were drinking a macro, you probably pick this one. I always did say it was better than normal for the regular beers.
Oh yeah, I definitely picked this one.
What do you score it?
Oh, I'd give it a solid A.
Me too.
An A.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a good thing because it's scoring as high as some of the craft beers we bought, and those were much more expensive. So if you can get a low price product and it's giving you an A, that's a good benefit. But it will sneak up on you. These lagers deliver alcohol straight to the bloodstream because they're so thin bodied. You got to watch
Right.
them. You can be like, yeah, this is fine. You get up to walk and you say, oh, you know what I mean? The ales are a little dirtier, like, so you can kind of like get a gauge on what you're picking, what you're taking in. Like when we did that big thing, you know, a few weeks ago. The whole time I was thinking, yeah, this is strong. You know, this is strong. I could feel it. But this is very deceptive. But it says on the website, it tells you right there, watch it. It tells you watch it because you're going to love the taste, but you're going to want to drink more, and it could get you. This is sort of like the premiere of the Schlitz line, okay? It's like their top, even though it doesn't cost anymore.
It's really good.
Even the carbonation's really low in it too,
It is
which
low,
is
because
good.
if it was too carbonated, I wouldn't like it at all.
I find it has a little lemon note also from the hops,
Mhm. Could be the hop they're using in this.
which I don't know what it is. Probably hop pellets. It's not dry hopped.
No, thank goodness we've had enough of the dry hopness.
But it's not overly sugar and sweet. Like you start drinking too much of those that we were drinking, and it's like you started eating sugar and it gets gross, you know.
Right.
This one doesn't, but this one would make you sick if you drank too much because it would just get you so hammered. But you know, one 24-ounce can split among 3 people, it's like perfect. To me, I would give it an A2.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first AAA we've had today.
It is.
It's a good looking can.
On a Schlitz.
They-
Schlitz Bull. Wow.
Yeah, 2005. Now the company was started in 1849, you know.
So you're right, low is really no carbonation in it.
Mm-mm.
And
I
it
wonder if
does,
that charcoal filtering did that to it.
it's tastes really, really, really good. It's very pleasant.
And you don't usually like
This is
lagers.
a very, very good beer. Pleasantly
Lagers
surprised
aren't
with
bad. The Pilsner's usually the ones I don't care for.
Oh, the Pilsner lagers? Those are the ones you don't care for? Well,
And if it's too carbonated,
I agree, but I've been saying this for years. If I was going to drink a macro, this would be one of the ones I'd pick. The only reason I wouldn't pick it is just too strong. And
this will sneak up on you.
it's too dangerous, you know, like
Right.
I would rather drink regular Schlitz because it's 4.8 or something like
Right.
that.
And that's what it
has
tastes like. It's around 5, not 8
and a half.
Doesn't taste like it, no.
So if you drink that whole can, now you're getting 2
And then
8.5s.
you
You're
get a
getting
huge
2 8.
can.
It's a huge can.
Mhm.
Oh well, that's the famous, or in some people's mind, the infamous Gold Bull. Loved by some, hated by many. I think on Rate Beer they give it an extremely low score, you know, like it's horrible. Only alcoholics and people that live under a bridge drink
What
it.
the
but-
heck do they know? Aren't they owned by,
Well, Beer Advocate is the one that Anheuser-Busch made an investment
Nice.
Not very good.
Interesting.
But anyway,
Well, I think you know what, sites like that, people just want to rate new beers anyway. They see no value in old classic styles.
whatever's hot today.
Right, pretty much.
All right. Well, this was
That's fine. Whatever, you know, like what you like, don't what you don't. I always say, you know, just as we all have different palates, I taste different than obviously what you guys taste. Y'all are tasting about the same. I taste different. Y'all have more.
Yeah, and I think you're
likings.
right. And
I have a different liking.
I think you're right about the thing about.
And every beer has its own level and its own need.
I think
its own place.
And I think you're right about New Orleans. Like if they had these 4 cans in a rack, like the 4 colors I showed you, the Blue Bull, the Red Bull, the Gold Bull, and that Ice Bull, people would buy it. They can't buy it if they can't get it.
Right. Of course they would buy it. And I say Schlitz, bring it on. We're ready for it.
We're ready. All right. So I'm going to take a photo of this in a glass. So thanks for watching this video production, Lazy Le Bon Ton Relay. And y'all come on down to Louisiana, but not to get Schlitz Gold Bull because you'll never see it unless you go to Western Louisiana. Oh boy.